Children are the most kindest people on earth. That's why it is good for you to pray to have the heart of a child. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another reaction video by your African queen. On this space, I react to musical content and just random videos I'm very sure you're going to love. You might want to do well to stick around by clicking on that subscribe button to come and be part of this family. Like, and yeah, you might want to hit on that love dollar sign to get me a coffee. This is a way to support me. Today, I'm going to be reacting on a little girl who gave a truck driver, a garbage driver, cupcake every week, and the mom and the dad, like, they followed her for them to see what she's actually doing. I've not really listened to the story. I wanted us to do it together, so we're going to watch the story together while I react to it.
The garbage truck made its way through their neighborhood every Thursday and stop at one particular townhouse. The driver would get out of his truck and stand on the side of the street, waiting. But what on earth could he be waiting for? She watched as 3-year-old Brooklyn Andraki approached the man. She wondered what was going on. She quickly got her phone from her bag and started recording the incident.
Hold on, guys. There is one part here I don't really understand. You let your 3-year-old girl to go to a stranger and the only thing you could pick up is your phone just to record it. Like, why are we much more comfortable being on our phone than actually acting? I don't know if I will let my 3 years old. I won't even do that. I won't let my 3 years old to walk up to a stranger that I don't even know, that is not a family member. But for the mom to have done this, like pick up her phone to record, that means this has been constantly happening. Maybe the family knows him or something. I don't know. Let's continue watching. Wow. Let's see.
Delver Dobson was well known in the community. He'd been a sanitation worker in that neighborhood for years. Even though he was a reserved man and a majority of people had never spoken to him, a neighbor had the opportunity to get to know Delver up close one day. The events that followed were recorded on video and have been seen by people worldwide. Bloomington, Illinois was the setting for this story. There are a lot of unspoken things that go on in our communities that we can learn from this story.
True.
Delver Dobson, as previously said, was not a particularly gregarious individual. This, however, does not imply that he was rude. In fact, he appeared to get along well with one family in the area, the Andrakis. Each Thursday, Dobson used to greet the Andrakis family with his distinctive greeting when the garbage truck rolled through the neighborhood, honking and waving at the Andrakis every time he passes by their house were his routines. The question is, why? What was his bond with them? The answer is straightforward. He had never met them before. Brooklyn, the Andrakis' 3-year-old daughter, was a massive admirer of the area's beloved sanitation worker. It was a treat for her to see the enormous truck drive past her house on Thursday mornings for some unknown reason, and she made sure everyone knew about it. Every time the garbage truck passed, she waited at the window with her mother and waved. That was the highlight of her week. When questioned about the event, her mother, Trasa Andraki, said, "To Brooklyn, he is our favorite wonderful cheerful garbage man."
I see now.
It was Brooklyn's 4th birthday, and it was a fantastic day. However, it was not without flaws. She was heartbroken over the fact that it was Wednesday. Meeting Dobson as he drove his truck down the block would have improved her day. Brooklyn and Trasa, on the other hand, have devised a strategy to compensate, and it was all witnessed by one of the locals who didn't think twice about filming it for all to see. It was Thursday the following day, which meant that Brooklyn got to see Dobson again. She wanted to make sure that he felt included in her birthday celebration, even if he was not there. Brooklyn and her mother got up early the following day and stood in front of the property with one of Brooklyn's celebration cupcakes. They smiled at Dobson and signaled for him to come over when the truck finally came. From his truck, Dobson saw Brooklyn and Trasai, and just like every other week, he waved and honked at them. But then he noticed that the mom and her daughter wanted him to stop, and so he did. He walked out of the truck and walked towards Brooklyn and Trasai, and his heart melted when the little girl, with a shy smile, gave him the cupcake while Trasa.
Wow, this girl, she's so kind. You can see why I said we should all pray to have the heart of a little child. The young girl did her birthday the previous day, but she kept this cupcake for this driver, for her to like tell him that my birthday was yesterday. This is your own share of the cake. This is so thoughtful and so kind of her. I really do love it. I can now see why the family, they're connected to him. The family actually knows him. That's why I was wondering that why would you let your 3-year-old go to a driver, a total stranger, and the next thing you're picking up your phone? But now I understand the story much more better. Let's keep on watching.
Told him about how it was her birthday yesterday, and they wished he would have been there. As a mom, I can't even describe how happy it made me that she got to meet him finally, Andraki told the press when she was questioned about the story some days later. She was literally starstruck and could not even say a word. I had to do all the talking for her, and she is never usually short on words. I explained to him that he makes our day every Thursday, and we really appreciate the honking and waving, and how special of a day it is for us, she added. After he left, we continued on to daycare. Brooklyn was unusually quiet in the backseat. I asked her if she was okay, and she said, "Mommy, I'm so happy." And the story doesn't end there. 1 week later, Dobson's truck was rolling down the street again. And as usual, Brooklyn and Trasai were waving at him from their yard. But suddenly, Dobson stopped in front of their house and got out of the truck with a box. With a smile, he handed the box to Brooklyn. What could that be? Brooklyn and Trasai couldn't wait to find out as they opened the box, intrigued. It was full of toys from Brooklyn's favorite movie, Frozen.
Oh my God.
The little girl couldn't contain her excitement. She and her mom wholeheartedly thanked Dobson, and 1 week later, they had something prepared to thank him. Brooklyn made a big note with the words, "Thank you, Delver," written on it. Dobson was moved to tears by this gesture, and from then on, he hung the letter on his truck so the whole neighborhood could see it. In today's fast-paced, social media-driven world, it seems like something new goes viral every day. Sometimes these stories end up that way for the wrong reasons, and in cases like Delvar's and Brooklyn's, because of great reasons. With so many seemingly ordinary people being thrust into the spotlight, many viral stories end up as sensations today and forgotten tomorrow. Delvar Dobson's story wasn't one of these. His story was only just beginning. Before Delvar became a viral sensation, many people did not know he was quietly working his way up in the world. For Delvar, being a garbageman was a job that he took pride in, just as he did with everything else he set his mind to. However, to Delvar, being a garbageman was also a stepping stone.
Wow.
He had other plans, and the time came to make them a reality.
Wow. Wow. I just feel like these are stories that we don't usually find so much on the internet. These are stories that if it's something bad, you see everything going viral, but because of this is something good, you won't see it going viral. Like that girl, she is so kind. And I love how the man returned back the favor to get our gifts. Like I felt so I felt so emotional watching, because this is the type of world we ought to live in, regardless of your race, your religion, your ethnicity. We are supposed to remember that we are one. And children, that's how they see it until their parents teach them otherwise. It's one thing for the mom to tell her that, to put some kind of statement in her that I don't want to see you with that garbage man because it's a black, is this, is that. But the mom was fully in support. The little child really, really liked that man. Like, that's just how kindness is supposed to be. I don't need to know you. I don't need to know your race. I don't need to know your religion before I can help you. And I think this story, we need to learn from this story and start putting it in practice. I'll be stopping my reaction here today. Like this video, share with whoever cares to listen. If you're new to this space, do not leave without subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you all for always coming back to cheer your girl up. See you all in the next one. Bye.